I'm not sure if this is really working because how it's scheduled to go live in 5 minutes. I don't know if someone's like a subscriber and you can like let me know if it's working or not. Okay, but it says live, so anyway. I'll just start, I guess, and we'll see how this goes. All right, so I'm gonna do reading today on Tom Holland. Because I was just trying to pick somebody that people are curious about, and he seems popular. So I don't know much about him except, seeing the odd picture with like ads in the background, like at premieres or this and that. I think he's in a relationship with Zendaya or something. Anyway, I don't know. I'm too old to be really focusing on the specifics of that, and like I'm sure he's in good movies, but I don't like tend to see like new blockbusters unless it's like about nature or spirituality. I don't know. Maybe he's in a movie called Spiritual Nature. I don't know, but I haven't seen it. Anyhow, so I'm gonna just try to focus on Tom Holland, but maybe because I see 0 people. Maybe I'll just wait till I see a person. Let me see. Wait to see a person. I can like do my taxes or something. Anyway, I'm just gonna continue. Maybe the way this works is I'm filming it now and it'll start showing in 5 minutes. I don't know how it works. Anyway, okay, so here we go. Tom Holland. Does he have like a overbearing father or father figure? I feel like in his home life, like his like growing up home life, someone like a parental figure had like a loud voice, like critical, loud voice type situation. And it was like that person or parents, they were like an oak tree, an established oak tree, who was like this. They only understand the world in this certain way, and this is how it works. And anything apart from that makes no sense to them and would receive criticism. So I felt like, God, how was there's no, maybe if I look on my phone, I can see it. I don't know how it works. I need like a tech buddy. Anyway, so whatever. Okay, so we have this overbearing, critical, vocal, like parental figure who is like, this is how things have been done generationally because I'm this oak tree standing tall from my strong roots, and this is how we do things around here. But I feel like the growing up Tom Holland had like kept his wishes like secretly, somewhat secret, like still working on them, but in a way that wouldn't like alert people to get them upset or something. So it's like, oh, like I have a passing interest in this, and it's just a hobby, or to keeping things kind of small, so it didn't trigger the parents. One thing. I feel like if he has managers, I'm so suspicious because I did a bunch earlier in the year and they didn't like did whole videos and like they weren't published, and YouTube does this thing where it's like, okay, you can go live 2 minutes ago, and it's like, oh, hold on, and you have to like change the minutes just to, so I'm like really feeling older and wondering if this is working, this video. So anyway, so we have this like growing up home life with a strong parental figure, and then he's keeping his hopes, his dreams alive, kind of in this little bubble in his care, but it's not making it a huge deal. But then I'm also picking up on his managers, who I feel like he has more than one manager, which would make sense given the big career he has. And I feel like they're kind of like, this is how we do things, like deal with it. And maybe because he like started younger, he didn't like fully develop his own ideas of how he wanted to have his career. Maybe he just wanted to jump aboard that. I'm getting like an image of, I don't know if they still have these in the children's parks, but like the roundabout thing where you can make it go really fast and you hold on to the bars, and if you have some maniac in the park, like it'll go way too fast and you'll hang on for your dear life, which I've done. So it's kind of like that. Like he wanted to like hop aboard this already turning merry-go-round, and he's just sort of hanging on to just keep it together. Because what the managers are saying are not like, doesn't really vibe with like truly what he wants to do, but he's kind of like, well, it's going okay so far, like why upset the apple cart? Okay, so Tom Holland. Yeah, I feel like it takes a lot of personal strength for him to maintain his like values under this pressure of like so many chefs in the kitchen like managing him and things like that. So yeah, like he's making it easier by sort of saying, well, I'm like this, he's trying to like boil it down into like a catchphrase, like this is my type, or this is and that he's not showing like a great he's not trying to be like multifaceted, because he feels like they could take it way too far and really make him go outside of his values and morals and stuff. Right. Was it interesting? I don't know if he and Zendaya spend a lot of time apart or whatever. Like maybe they have different projects and they could be apart for a few months, or I don't know. I'm getting more of like a friendship vibe from them than like heavy duty romantic vibe. And I feel this like pleasant space between them. It feels like a light filled kind of air pocket space between them. So I'm not getting that like kind of glued together couple feeling. I don't know if he comes from any kind of like theater, like live theater background, but I feel like if it's not present in his life right now, I feel like he'd want to like have some effect on some like theater in England, like a physical like theater space, maybe in a town that's like north of London. and like slightly northeast of London. And it would like be something he could like live in that town maybe and contribute or take part in like the workshops or the plays or in one way or the other as a way to if he ever wanted to kind of step back from being present all the time for whatever project is coming down, like whatever giant projects they have like in the States or wherever they actually film things. But like basically like Hollywood um, type movies. So I see him sort of creating this forward thinking, not plan B, but extension to his life that is like grounded in reality, kind of like that may not like totally mesh with are they I don't even know if they're married, but it might not mesh with what Zendaya wants to do. So like they just like I'm saying, like I feel like a strong friendship. Um and but like her idea of retirement or might be different than his. It might be in a different location that so it might just be like a keeping in touch as you can do with today with the internet and the phone um and visiting and whatever, but like i'm not getting the I'm not getting that like country cabin vibe where they like the homesteader vibe from them. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that they're always together. And maybe that suits them, whether it means they have more time to prepare for the roles and getting into like memorization and things that where you need time alone to actually do that work undisturbed. So spit of that. But it doesn't feel like tumultuous or a drama filled, as it were. Okay, Tom Holland. Is he picky about his food? I'm getting him being picky about his food. It's not like you can take him everywhere, like to eat. I feel okay. Something more profound. Is there something more? Tom Holland. Is he a good singer? I'm getting this like almost kind of operatic gesture singing thing. I don't know if he's a good singer, but I'm getting the feeling he is. And again, going back to his family, there's something to do with the female. I don't know if there's someone who's on like having a health concern, like and it just like I'm looking at the plants in front of me, and some of them are standing tall, and some of them are kind of leaning and wilting a bit. So it's not wilting, like, but just in a different position down. Um, it's kind of like that. I'm getting that feeling where he's aware that someone's health is declining, and let me just see. I feel like he wants to just spend some valuable time with that person now or like soon. So instead of feeling sad about it, I feel like he's trying to be proactive. Like, okay, well, this is happening, so I'm going to set aside some time and spend more time with them because it matters to me. So maybe he has like a good kind of head on his shoulders dealing with stress or in general. And maybe that's why his relationship is steady with his girlfriend slash wife or whatever they are. I'm not sure. I don't Wikipedia people before I do reading. Okay, Tom, one more thing about Tom Holland. Maybe I don't know, there's something about like the South Pacific and sailing or being on a boat or but then like it's sounding like a good idea, but then it turning out to be like more trouble than it's worth. So maybe if he's considering going on this cruise or whatever it is, maybe don't, even though it seems like why wouldn't I? You know, it's like maybe treated well and it's beautiful and whatever. But I think like he needs to be like in a micro fashion that people don't really pick up on, like choose for himself more what he wants to do and then think other people or situations can adapt to that. Because I feel like the time of just feeling pushed and pulled in his career and his boundaries tested, I feel like at his age now it's time for him to follow his intuition and his own purpose and make these decisions that don't like rock the boat with people, but they fine tune like what is a good compromise that favors his intuition and what his morals and you know how he wants to live his life from day to day, and to not worry about like if someone, let's say Zendaya or whoever he's dealing with like has also is very empowered and they don't like being told no, or they take a no like harder than maybe they should. Like he shouldn't, my advice I feel is like don't feel bad about saying no to stuff you want to say no to and let the chips fall where they, is that what it is? The fall where they may. Is it chips? Anyway, whatever, let the dust settle where it may. And just know you're a good person. And if people are like lose their mind over being told no over something they have going, you know, something they want to make you do, like that maybe that's something they need to heal and maybe a little time out, like, you know, like you know, not this time. And maybe they'll mature through that process of being told, no, you can't have this because I feel in my heart like it's not what I want to do at this time or whatever. So that's my. I'm making this reading a little bit shorter because I'm worried that this isn't even airing right now because I haven't mastered the use of the computer. Anyway, all right. Well, take care. I hope you enjoyed this, and feel free to send a recommendation of another person you want me to cover or topic that isn't too crazy. Happy to do so. Thank you. And if you subscribe or like, I would be so happy. Thank you. Bye.